Hey, what's up everybody? Brian here with the Holy Roller playing craps on a cruise to earn a free cruise. And today we have $700 and we're going to roll out a strategy called King 7. Here we go.
Welcome to the Holy Roller, where it's all about playing craps, earning free cruises, and a whole lot more. Thanks for watching. Now let's get rolling.
All right, I'm going to roll out a strategy called King 7 by Crappy the Craps Man. And this strategy is a little bit different than anything I would ever play because it involves playing odds. Now, if you know me, when you're playing craps on a cruise, you don't get credit for odds. So I never recommend playing odds unless you're the shooter and you're playing minimum pass line with minimum odds. That's the only way I would ever play odds on anything. However, this strategy, let me show you how it works. You go on the DP, or the don't pass, and when you do the don't pass, you then do a come bet. And if this is the don't pass and this is come bet and the 7 comes, then you get your money back. Let's say this moves, well, first of all, let's say the point was 5, then you do or point was 10, then you do a come bet and it moves to the 5. Now this breaks even. So you would do another come bet, and if the 7 comes, you would actually win 1 unit here because this would equal, right? But let's say it doesn't hit and it goes to the 8, for example. Now, in order to do this, you can see that these two would, and you would just break even. So rather than break even, what you would do is you would play odds or place odds to cover so that you can win 1 unit every time. So let's say this moves. Oh, well, let's say the 7 comes now. You would win 50 bucks. Okay, simple as, well, not with the 10, sorry. You would win money, not 50. On a 6 and 8, you would win 50. On a 5 and 9, you would win 40. Because this is 60, I'm doing $50 units, by the way. And then on a 4 and 10, you would win, what is that, 30 bucks, okay? So let's say it moves to another number and it's time to put out another one. So this is definitely a short roll kind of system. You're hoping for a short roll because on odds, you can only do, well, on a cruise, see, Crappy says what you want to do on this is play on a table that has 10 times odds so that if it keeps going, you could just add 10 times odds. Well, on a cruise at $50, you can only do double odds. So we'd only be able to go up 1 more time. So we go up 1 more time and we have 120 here, and we're hoping that this would be the time that the bad number, the 7, comes, right? King 7. Now this would be, let's count it. It would be 1 roll to establish a point, then 2, 3, 4, 5 rolls. This would be the 5th roll. And if it happens like this, where it goes to the 4 or something like that, then you are at the break-even point. You don't put any more money out. You're just at the break-even point at that point, unless the 10 comes, of course. But it's all about the 7. So let's roll it out and see how it goes.
Hey everyone, Amber here. We are doing a surprise for Brian's 50th birthday. Go to holyroller.com, watch the video there, and then there's a link below that it's going to explain everything. The goal is we want to surprise him. Go check out the video, holyroller.com.
All right, we're going to get to the place where we determine, and when I do these strategies, one thing I like to do is to determine and let you know, is this something that I would play on a cruise? Well, let's roll it out and see. Here we go. It is, we're assuming somebody else is the shooter, although we are on the don't pass, so we could be the shooter and we would shoot from the don't pass. Let's go and see what it is. Oh, 11, $50 down already, just like that. And this is, any don't play is a come out game. That's the way I think about it. All right, so here we go on the 9. So we're on the 9. We're going to go $50. And the reason why we're doing $50, we only have 700. We're probably under bankrolled by this, by the way, because we shouldn't use more than $70 per shooter. But The reason why we're doing 50 is because at 50, you can do 3, 4, 5 times odds. So, so if we're at 25, we can only do double odds. So I think I messed that up in the intro, but a regular on Royal Caribbean ship, if you did $10, you can only do single odds. So playing it at the low level, you can't really, you wouldn't be able to do it. So there's the first caveat. Unless you're going to play it at $50 level, I would not play this on the cruise. But let's see what happens here. Let's see. And it is a 4. It goes to the 4. All right, so now that would break even, okay? But here, if the 7 comes, we'd actually win $50. All right, here we go. 11. Well, that actually is good because that we get our come out money back. You know, remember that come out roll? Here we go. A 3. Well, I wish that was on the come out. Okay, so there's that. And now we have to go back. And now we're back to where we started, kind of, you know. Still $50 down. All right, here's a 5. All right, so now is when we go out, but we also lay odds. Once 2 are set, then you lay odds. We're going to lay 60 in odds. All right, on the 9, that would pay 40. All right, here we go. Let's see what happens. And actually, this should be, I believe, towards the stick person. My bad. All right, here we go. Here we go. And it's an 8, an 8. All right, so now this is the moment where we go up another 60. We could do double odds. And so now it's time where the only thing that we need right now is the bad number. Oh my goodness, here we go. And it's a 5, okay? So this gets paid and it comes down, right? We're just gonna rack this up, okay? And we could take the odds back down to $60. We'll put 60 back in our rack. I know this is a lot of action, I guess, but let's see what happens. And it's a 4, okay? That's off and on, okay? So that pays like that, so we get 50. We're just gonna put that right there and roll it. We don't have to set anything different. If it's a winner there's a 10. Okay, so there's a 10. Now this goes to the 10, and now we have to throw in the extra $60 to go with the double odds here. Okay, here we go. Bad number would be great right now because we can't do anything else. Or no, we get one more right here, just like this. This is the last thing. This would be our total investment for the hand. So let's count it up. 100, 200, 300 and $70. $370 would be the max that you would put out on any hand. Here we go. 8. All right. So then that wins right here. And we'll just rack it up. Here we go. 6. Okay, it moves to the 6. And now here we are. Everything's set. We don't put any more out. And I think if the bad number comes, let's see if it comes. Let's see what happens. And it's an 8. Okay, that's pretty good. That's good for us because we're kind of scared now, right? All right, here we go. And an 8. It goes back to the 8. All right. So it's pretty good. I mean, you still have that. Okay, there's a Yo 11. Wow, that could have been a winner if we were in the come out there. There's an 8. Back on the 8. All right, so here we go with another $50. Let's just put that in the rack. Here we go. And 7 out. Okay, so let's see what happens here at this level. Okay, so these will lose. That one will go there. This one would go there. And then on a 9, we're going to win. 40 each, so $80. Okay, so here's that. So you can see we won $30. Okay, so let's rack it all up and see where we are all together because we did get that come out and all that. So let's see where we're at. If we did make some money because we were getting some repeaters on those come bets out there. So there's our original 700. Here is 1, 2, 3, 4. There's $230. So we made $230 so far. And you might say, great, mark it up. Brian, this is the system. We want this system to be, if we can make that on every shooter, it would be great. But every shooter doesn't happen like that. So let's go again one more time, and we'll see how it rolls this time, and we'll go. Here we go. Coming out, and it's a 9. Back out on that 9. Wow. All right. So here we go. Again, we don't have to put, this breaks even. We don't have to put anything there. There's a 6, okay? And we're going to do another one. So this will put us up 1 unit if the bad number comes. And it's a 9, okay? So here's an example here. So winner 9, this moves to the 9, this loses, and the puck goes off, okay? So now, this is the big vulnerable moment. This is the hole in the system. If it wasn't to come out, this is the hole. When somebody makes the point and you have your come bets out there, and you have to come back up, this is the hole. This is the risk. Here we go. And maybe I shouldn't have emphasized it because we just lost $150. You might say that was almost all of our profit. Yes, you are right. And that was a come out roll, so we're just resetting here. Here we go. Oh my goodness. 6. All right, so that was a 6. And here we go. Now we're just doing the same thing. Going again. Here we go. And there's an 8. Okay, so now we're on the 8. And we're going to go ahead and go one more time before we lay any odds. Here we go. Let's see what happens. And it's a 4, okay? So it's a 4, and we're going to go with 60 in odds, okay? So 60 in odds, and we need a comeback. All right, here we go. Let's see what happens. Let me know in the comments, what do you think? What do you think about this? All right, here we go. Almost off the table, but it is a 6. And that's what happens. This is, see, you wanted to see the hole in the system? You just saw it. All right, most vulnerable moment, but we're actually risking more now. That's $200 right now on a come out roll. Oh my goodness. And it's an 8. That's probably good that we get at least 50 back, right? That comes back to us. It's an 8, okay? So we're going to have this here, and we're going to do 60 in odds, okay? And if you ever forget and you're wondering, think about it like this. You have 1, 2, and you want 1, 2. If you want 3, in other words, you want more right here than out there. So you, in your mind, you could just say, okay, there's 60 odds. And then if we were going to do another one, in your mind, just think about it as next to it like this, so that you can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, if that makes sense, okay? So anyway, we only have to do 60 odds right now, 60 in odds. Here we go, let's see what happens. And it's a 9, so that goes to the 9, okay? 1, 2, 3, so we need 4, right? So here's 3, and here's 4, like 4 units, 4 stacks, okay? All right, here we go, let's see what happens. And it's a 6. Okay, so that pays 50. So we'll go ahead and bring that back. Here we go. And 5. Okay, we went to the 5. All right, so with 3, 4, 5 times odds, we can still go with this. Now, I know I said don't go more than, I forget what it was. We counted it out. It was 3 something. But if it's a 6 and 8 with $50, you can go up to, when it was a 10 or 4, you could go 3 times. 5 or 9, you could go 4 times, right? And we have 2 right now. If it's a 6 or 8, you could go to 5 times. So let's go ahead. We'll put another stack and another stack. And this is the long roll, and this is the scary part. But let's see what happens. Oh, and it happens to be the 8. Oh my goodness. Moves to the 8. We lose the odds. We lose the don't pass. Oh my goodness. This one is going to be the biggest risk that we've had so far. $1, $2, $300 risk on a come out. Oh, wow. How about a 5? It's a 5, and so we get paid 50 there, okay? And now we know, so now we could be overbalanced, by the way, because we have 5, which means we can do 3, 4, or 5 times odds. 3, 4, 5 times odds. So we can only do 4. All right, so let's look at it. If we have 4 there, we need 5 altogether, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So that's 3 times odds. So we can get there, we could do it, but do we even have enough to do it? That's the question. Let me get $100 right here like this. There's 100. Okay, so there's 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So $60 at a time. There we go. So because we have 3, 4, 5, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's it right there. Oh my goodness. And it's an 8. All right, so that's just an off and on. So let's get that. Here we go. And there is a 6. Okay, same thing happens, off and on, right? And here we go. Let's roll. And it's a 7 out. Well, wow. Okay. Let's look at what happened here. Okay, so it is $20 for each one of these. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, 3 times 20, $60. So let's go ahead and pay that. The 50 here, pay that, and we'll pay that right there. These all lose. Okay, and this puck goes off. Let's go ahead and see where we ended up as far as, did we get our money back? Because it looks like we're a little bit short, but yeah, we're about $95 short right here. I don't know. Once it gets up there, if it was a long roll and we had all those and we're just kind of same bet, or off and on, off and on, off and on, we could have made some money back, $50 at a time. So that was pretty good. Maybe I should try it one more time. Okay, I know I said one more time, but this time, for reals. We'll be the shooter this time, and we'll see how it works out this time on the come out. It's a come out game, and it's a 5, so we're back out on that 5. And here we go, just like this. So starting out, there is, 5 back to back. Well, this goes there, that goes off, this is gone, and now we go here. This is the come out, the vulnerable moment. There's an 8, so the point is 8. And we go back out. So once you get to this place right here, once you have this, after this is set, that's when you place odds. Here we go. And it's a 10. 10 on the in hard. 10. This goes there, and now we need 60 in odds. And we're going to do another 50 right here. All right, so 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Here we go. And it's a yo 11. Yo 11. So there's 50, here we go. And it's a 4, so this moves to the 4. We go back like this, then we need 60 more dollars or another stack of odds. Here we go. And it's a 6, this goes to 6, and then we need another stack of odds, and we're out right there. All right, here we go. And it's an 8. Oh my gosh, with all those odds. This goes to the 8, and these lose, and then we have $1, $250, $300 at risk on the come out. Here we go. Oh, hard 4. That was scary. All right, so we get that right there, and now watch this. This is the really hard part, because look, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. We could do it barely. That's all of our money. All right, here we go. Let's see what happens. And it's an 8. Okay, so that's off and on the 8. So we get this. We'll put it in our rack. Here we go. 7. Okay, 7 out. All right, let's see what happens. So that's only 15 for every, 30 for every 60 we had. So that's $60 that we're gonna get right here. We get, I'm gonna just take it like this. We're gonna get 50 here, we're gonna get 50 there. And so we actually, I don't know. Let's see where we're at. So the question is, would you play this? The reason why I do the video is, would I play this? Now, let's talk about whether I'd play this. Because right now we got, what are we? We're down. We got $1, 2, 3, $400, $430. So we are down. I would probably play this because it's the only, this is definitely the only system I would actually add odds on. And I would probably play this if the table is just 0.7 out, a bunch of 7 outs, like there's no long rolls. And then once the long roll happened, when I started getting all that money out there, I would probably say, okay, I'm gonna switch because, you know, I got through the cold table part of it, you know. So if I wasn't doing all day strategy, I would do King 7. So what about you? Let me know in the comments below, what would you do? Would you play this on a cruise, to play craps on a cruise to earn a free cruise? And thanks for watching. And subscribe if you would, and watch this video if you'd like to see more. And I hope to see you cruising and rolling on a craps table soon. See ya.